Federal Reserve left its benchmark interest rate unchanged today, but did not rule out another rate hike before the end of this year. Consumer inflation has dropped from a 9% peak last year to about 3.7% today. That's still above the Fed's target, though, of getting it down to 2%.
Should set sun down here. Smoke some pot. I haven't smoked any pot yet. It feels like fall weather. Oh, well, look at that. We got a little bit of sunshine left. Oh yes, we're gonna watch the sunset. So if we have any bots or spammers or anything, I'm just gonna end my stream. I don't have the patience or time to. Fuckers like that, so I guess you win that round. Got a little bit of sunshine left. We missed it yesterday. Those are the kind of people you gotta worry about because they take advantage of a lot of other people. They're probably just cruel, mean people. And all they care about is distributing a little bit of misery. Oh, it's okay, I prayed. We'll get the mirror effect. Believe it or not, sometimes you have a little something, not like I'm going to put all my energy into it, but just a little bit. You come back around. Don't be surprised. Alright, life is hard enough. Fuck, we need less bullshit, but if you want to spread more bullshit, we'll pray for you. Not in a good way. We'll pray that all the bullshit you're sending my way 100 times fold back to your way. No, I just don't have the time or the patience, so fuck, I could watch TV or just go on. I don't pay attention half the time to my stream anyways. Sorry. Shut up. So we have to get used to this autumn and winter weather again. Last year we had a really good wet season. Reminding me of Humboldt. We have fires north of Humboldt and in Canada still. So our weather, our air quality isn't the best. It's not bad, but it's not really good either, because you can see the it looks like smog. Yeah, so we're listening to some Van Halen. Maybe it'll lighten the mood. So it's the greatest hits or something. I just don't feel like, fucking around with the remote trying to find a bunch of songs. When it takes over, it plays the same stuff that we've been listening to. So you could just tell from the cold weather my table is starting to get moldy again. I'm not sure if I should spray bleach on it. Hey, Stugits. So we're 420 in it. I'm gonna get another beer. So I'm kind of excited. Tomorrow I'm going to go to work. And the days go by pretty quick because some people like to take breaks. I've never really been, one that goes by, okay, the time is this time, it's time for a 15-minute break. But I have that at this job. So by the time I get off break, I start to put it in gear and just get in the mode where I'm getting shit done. Another fucking break. Fucking disrupts my day. But the good thing about it is, got so many fucking breaks, the day flies by. Yeah. I don't know what you do that's so fucking hard that you need a break every fucking 2 hours, but California state law. You think all the shit I'm doing, I would be the one who needs a break every 2 hours. Oh fuck, life's a trip. I can't wait for the weekend. Shit. I'm down to my last fucking medication. I think I'll be able to take my bike out. Alright, Ace, are you going to give me a hard time? We're not into timing out. We're just going to get rid of you. You could come back, I'll end my stream. Fuck it, I'll go to bed. I'm tired. The sooner I wake up, the sooner I get to go to work. And the sooner I get my bike. I don't know. I don't want people to be mean to people in my chat. So I don't know if you know this Ace person or whatever, but if you're going to talk shit, you're done. So I don't know if you know each other, friend. I hate to do that because sometimes I could press the wrong button and get rid of one of my mods or something. But I know it's not the weekend, but I'm not in the mood. I know I usually go, oh, you gotta wait till Monday, but not today. I'm not in the fucking mood. There's no timeout. I'm just gonna fucking 86 you. Good. I hope he doesn't show up because we just 86'd his ass. We don't want to know him. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Kelly, but I believe you are a woman. Right? And if you need some motherfucker that thinks he's just cock of the walk and the shit and like badass, whatever, you're gonna pick on a girl, yeah, you're a real tough motherfucker. Me, I can take it. You could just spit all the shit you want. Sometimes it's therapeutic for me. But don't do it to people that, you know. Who was it? Was it Gracie or someone grinded on someone in my chat, and the poor person, I don't remember if it's Gracie or if it was someone, but the poor person had a meltdown because someone was so mean. And I don't want to go through that shit because, you know, my skin's a little tougher. But you pick on you know, someone who's, you know, no. I'm not a violent person, but that's going to make me want to fucking punch you in the fucking head. If, you know, if you had the balls to say it and come hit me up. And stir it up. It was Patty Love, yeah. See, so she got really hurt, like her feelings. Believe it or not, I get a little whatever too and upset, but I have a much tougher skin. Yeah. So for you to act like that and make someone cry, you know, it's just bad. I think you should, you know, get sumped up a little bit. Like, we can make you cry, right? I know violence and shit like that isn't the answer, but what are you going to do? It's like in today, what, you can't spank your children? Yeah, you want to run amok? Fuck you up, and you're going to learn something. Maybe you won't learn a fucking thing, but you will learn it for that minute. I mean, really. You're just gonna take your shit out on a poor lady who's up there in age, and like, what? Does that make your ass drip and all wet? Does it make your dick hard? Because at that point, I'm gonna want to fucking, like, force your fucking lips on your own cock, motherfucker, and make you lick your own ass. And then I'm gonna be punching you in the head like some fucking S&M fucking psycho crazy shit. Yeah. Hey, MR. No, it's bad. I mean, you try to think people or, want to do the right thing and make people happy, positive, good and stuff. And some people could just be mean. And you never know. Maybe they never had someone to love them in their life. They had no proper guidance in life. They're just like poor things, But if you take it to that degree, well, you're no better. You're just pure scum. You're a scumbag. You have really no worth. I mean, if that's what excites you, it makes your ass drip, and you get to smile or some shit. Yes, we're lighting it. It's 420, we're lighting it. I got a fresh round. We're listening to Van Halen. I want to watch some more bike videos about the kind of bike I'm getting. Some of them are a little extreme, and I feel like a pussy because I'm not that good at jumping and shit like that. And I'm old. If I break something, it's not going to heal soon. So, a lot of things I'm going to puss out. I'm not extreme. I love extreme sports, and I do go fast and stuff, but I'm not that extreme.
Don't let them take your shine, Mama Pro.
Hey, MR, thank you so much. So, Rosie, I think the buggy is easy. You just come pick me up and have to work for it. Yeah, grab my bike and like the past weekend or something, we had something going on. Yeah. Well, that's what it was. Okay, cool. Tomorrow? I think so it starts on the 23rd. That's the day. Okay. MR, thank you. I'm not sure who that band was. I appreciate that. Thank you, for sure. So it seems like we might have a little peace. When you get my age, you get more senile. So I think you just want to calm down a little, just a little peace, right? And we know how the world works. It might be a little hard to come by. The sun is disappearing, but we're going to get to see just the last little bit of sunshine here. Mom Crow. Hey, Buttercup. No, I'm fine, but you know, there is a cause and effect, right? I know, but I'm poor. So let's just say $15, $20 Jack in the Box up and they take your money. Well, guess what? How about if I don't have no more money? Oh, I got to dip into my thing, which that $20 is supposed to go for something else. Right? So it sets me behind. And I get clusterfucked. Cause and effect. Yeah. And when people don't act right, guess what happens? It just kind of turns to shit. And who wants to live like that? And I get it. You never know what happens in someone. Maybe they were never shown any love. All they've been was shit on from the time they were born. You know. I know that doesn't make it, you know, okay. But, you know, or maybe you just have that evil seed and you came from good parents and stuff and have a good upbringing, but you're just off. So life works that way. I can do that. That's what the police told me to do. I did it. They gave me my money back, but then but I want to talk to the manager. And I don't want my bank to go flat. I don't want it. It's too easy. I want to go to Jack in the Box and I want to go, hey, just to prove a point. You said it didn't work? Look at my fucking thing. Because we're going on 4 days. Yesterday I took it and I didn't fucking bother you because I wasn't in the mood. Today, it's 4 days later. Right? And believe it or not, just that little fucking $17, it's going to make or break me. Yeah. Because I may not have enough to get my bike. I may have to borrow 20 more fucking dollars. Right? Yeah. Trying to live the American dream. Yeah, I want to eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Is that too much to ask for? Mom crap. Just chasing the sun. So, you know, people might go, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but it can be. You know, I'm not the only one that freaks out over money. A lot of people do. Maybe not freaking out like me, but it will change your life. Right? Money changes everything. Right? If you have too much of it, it might bring more problems. But if you don't have enough of it, then I guess you might fucking have to go hungry too. Or something. So that's why I'm going to go back, because I got proof. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want your food. Do you know how many times I went there and they don't get my fucking order right? And we're like, it's okay. It's fine. I think all the times you fucked up in the 2 years I've been here, I should get more than one free meal. I should get 2. Yeah, I'm sure it's worth at least one meal a year, because you fucked up so many times. And the last thing I want to do is go back. You know, I'm already at home. And then there's all next time. And if I press the issue, yeah, but it's like, you know, it's okay. I mean, you don't seem like the kind of manager that's going to go, okay, I'm a thief, I'm lying. Well, I'm going to go there every day until I fucking die. And then maybe one day. But the thing about it is, today I want to scream it. Right? So we're going to put the camera in his face. Maybe we'll borrow a selfie stick from Rosie. Right? And we'll go, oh, yep. So, remember me? Yes. And, you know what I mean? So we'll go over there and go, well, just because I don't have anything to do. Maybe I'll get a lawyer. People get lawyers and sue people, and they don't even have a real reason to sue it. It's just the corporate people will settle because it's less money to settle and just give them it's a scam. So they give them some money, and then they don't have to go to court over and over and spend a ridiculous amount of money fighting the fucking case. You know? So right is right, wrong is wrong. All I know is if I took someone's 20 fucking goddamn dollars, I'd probably wouldn't see the sun for a good amount of time. You know, and it's not that much money. You know. So you're telling me all these other motherfuckers just scam you, and you're like, oh, all of a sudden that's the way your brain thinks. Everyone's lying. Is the $15 going to come out of your pocket? Well, let's just say if it did. How are you going to feel? You make a lot more money than me. I'm sure you won't miss it. Me, I'm fucking missing it. Yeah, and tomorrow, I will definitely miss it. Because I want to get my bike with my money. Yeah. Just so I could feel proud, like I did something proper in life. Make me feel good. You know, I worked for it. Do you think if I go steal, let's just say I steal a bike that's worth 10, it's not going to make me feel any better. This one's going to make, because I worked for it. Yeah, you bet your ass. Maybe my foster parents had something to do with that, but there's some kind of, whatever it is. People don't have that upbringing. I grew up on the streets. I would have never had it if it wasn't for my foster parents. Yeah, I worked for it. I pay for it. It's not free. There's no fucking handouts. Yeah, I did it. So that's something to be proud of. You know? You think if some loser comes down the street and has a $10,000 bike and go, here, I'll sell you this for $50. Like, you know what? Fuck you. You keep it. But most Americans won't do that. I'm guessing. Or people. They're like, $50, I'm going to come up. Are you kidding me? Sold. Yeah, no, I don't want that energy. Hey, Solar Vision, Aaron. And then you could also, get it from, like, used. Like, I've seen some of these things. Well, he goes, oh, if you keep it good, you could sell it, resell it a year later for whatever. And he's all like, so I bought this used giant, and he did okay, and they upgraded it a little better. They had a different seat post, different pedals, something. So he got some benefits. It was a year old. It was, cheaper, a couple $100 cheaper. And I can't knock you for that, because you came up, but in the proper way. You paid your money. You got upgrades because the person bought the bike, upgrade, whatever. Sometimes people get desperate and they need money, and they will sell it for a discount for nothing. This one didn't cost nothing, but it was a couple $100 cheaper. And he's got some upgrades, and it looked good. It's clean. So really good deal. I don't have that stuff. I don't have that kind of, I'm a weirdo. Like me, that's the kind of person I've always been. No, I want something brand new. Brand new. Not like I'm, what's it called? Those kids that have a lot of money and shit and everything's given to them. I know I act like it. But yeah, I'm not used to brand. I kind of am. But no, I've never had. I had a brand new Wally World bicycle. Whoop-de-doo. It's not the same thing. Yeah. Brand new. Warranty. If you're a real bike person and pro, you could rip it apart, clean it, put it back together. I don't have that stuff in me. I'm not high maintenance at all, but I act like it. It's like, I will bring it in there and pay someone. You fix it. And you better fix it right. Don't fuck up like those little snots at REI. And you can't be mad at them, because they're good little kids. But the manager, if you're not going to give a guarantee or stand behind your work. No, I'm not mad at the kids. The kid was such a good kid, both of them. They just fucked up and they didn't put the bike together right. Fuck. This goddamn inner tube, the second time it was pinched. So I'm not mad at the kid, but I am mad at the management, because he said, well, it will go broke, or it worked when you left. Well, shit. You go to Specialized, which I have, because I had to fucking walk my bike out of that store. So it costs twice as much. But the next day, just fucking around, little white lie. Well, I went in there yesterday and I got my tire fixed. So I had you guys fix my tire, and then now it's flat. So he's all like, well, shit, if you brought it in here yesterday and we did the work, you come back in and bring it in and we'll let you, right? Not like, oh, we'll go broke if we got to give you another inner tube or whatever the fuck it is. This is a local bike store. He owns 3 goddamn bike stores. REI, I'm not sure if it's worldwide. But just imagine if it is. Not all over America and every goddamn fucking state, but worldwide. And that's the kind of shit I gotta hear. Fucking human nature. So you better meet the right people in life, because otherwise you're just gonna get screwed. like a fucking dishonest mechanic. Oh, you need this part and that part and this part and everything. Like, okay, so the parts cost more than a brand new one. Isn't that wonderful philosophy? Hold on. So that just goes to show you, humans, we're all fucked up. There's no one perfect. We all have something wrong with us. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. And then some people are so innocent, and the world, like, you know, horrific. Well, you know, it also comes down to you have a little bit of power and you get to call shots in your little fucking store like you own it. You know? And that's just a little patent place, okay? Just imagine how worldwide politics work. You gotta be fucking ruthless and psychotic to even think you could qualify. Well, where did the sun go? We better chase it. Mom crab, where's the sun? And then my poor bike this past week, it's unrideable. So it's kind of weird how it just somehow lasted 2 years and then it went to shit. And I could fix it. I'm not very good at maintaining stuff. And then I got that weird thing, oh well, I got to prove something to myself. So I've never had a bike as nice as my bike right now that's all fucked up. But I'm going to get a better bike. And I think that's how my psychology works. How are you going to win? How you get better one, right? And then I'm old, and sometimes, you know, it's like I'm not used to this shit. I wake up in the morning first thing and I get on my bike and I go, and my body's a little worn and torn. It feels like it's tired, beat, something. Like I'm not a kid, indestructible, like puppy chow, and have all this energy. I just don't have it. It doesn't matter what I do. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So this one is brand new, so it should make it easier for me. If I gotta struggle and whatever, I'll do it. But there's no excuses because it's got a brand new bike. It's me. And I know I'm not that old. I'm not that young either. So I still like to, you know, I kind of think immature, or I think like I'm still a kid or something, or when I was young or something. Mama Crow. And that's what keeps me young. I mean, I could buy a car. I could buy a little zip car. But I don't want to drive illegally anymore. I want to get my shit together. I want to pay my fines, save, take me a year, get a piece of shit vehicle, get insurance, you know, have everything legit. So that way when Officer Dickwad pulls me over, he can't say anything. And I'm an alcoholic, but good thing I don't drink and drive. You know, I smoke pot. You know, same thing. There's different kinds of laws. But I'm really against drinking and driving. I will park it and sleep in my fucking shit. Oh, my cranks are shot. And I think just because it's 2 years old, I need the chain replaced. I have a clutch on my derailleur that could be out of whack. I have a cassette. You know, all that stuff needs to be replaced. I think for the money I paid, looking at 24 months and even out the dollars, you know, that's why I don't mind paying this much. Because if you look at per month what it cost, that's my transportation. So I'm going to have to suck ass for a little while. Got laid off. It kind of put a dent in this year, but I'm not going to let it. So it's not quite the end of the year. I'm going to get something better. I got something really nice to show for it. And then this one, I'll learn more about bikes. I'll learn about getting the parts and upgrading it and maintaining it and all that stuff. You know. And I'll have backup parts. Technically, it would be better, dollar-wise, to buy a brand new bike like my bike. I could buy 2 of them, right? Just get the same one, brand new, and not worry about replacing the parts. Donate this one, right? But I've never had a bike that's nice. So, you know, it's a big deal for me. I'm a little late in life. I didn't start going on road trips and get out of my backyard until I was 30-something years old. 30 years old, and I think up and down the coast, all the way from LA to San Francisco, is one big city. I think it's concrete, steel, and glass, because that's all I knew. I didn't know anything about open land and moo-moo cows and shit like that. Are you kidding me? And I get it when people go, oh, you're poor. Well, so what? Oh, well, so what does that mean? You have, like, what, 10 bicycles that sit in your garage and they're worth a Corvette? Or, like, so who cares? I don't think that's the right answer. Yes, the 23rd. It falls on different days. I'm a 21, so I go by 21. Sometimes it falls on the 22nd. 23rd for the equinox seems like, you know, I don't know if the planet's off tilt or the time zones change. So it's 23 now. So I think that means our calendar is a little off, because if we had a robot, he might make it every year the same time or the same thing or whatever and calculate it so it works out that way. So I don't care. I'm kind of a late person, maybe on time. Well, for once I'm going to be a little early, squirrely. To me, I think it's on time. And plus, I'm kind of old, so I have a, maybe you could call it a midlife crisis. So people get new Corvettes You know, other people, maybe they have what it takes and they go, oh, new life, right? But I can barely function myself. I'm not going to drag anyone down with me. So for me, it's a new bike, new life. And then it's therapy for me. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't really see. But when I'm cruising through the forest or the ocean or even this little creek and I get to see the turtles and birds or whatever, you know, I can get around to where I can't drive my Corvette on the bike trail. My blue Corvette or something. Right? What do you think, Mom Crow? So to me it's therapy because it's a mental thing where I have to push myself. You know, and then I get to enjoy it. There's a reward. Mom Crow. We have another beer. I'm drinking a little fast, but whatever. So we got some Sammy Hagar Van Halen. And then I want to make new friends, right? We haven't really made any friends at the golf course. The bike, the coffee bar, the bike store, it's a good crew of people. You can tell they have their shit together. They're into whatever kind of sports, biking, surfing, golf. It's a good crew of people. A little different than me because I'm a misfit. But I'm going to try to fit in. Same, you know, maybe they'll put up with me. It means a big deal to me. You know? So sometimes it could work in your favor. It's who you know and the people you meet in life could help you. All I know is if I go to this coffee bar, they're not going to want my bike. They got a better bike, right? Like, so I don't have to worry about that shit, right? Last thing I want to do is go somewhere where everybody's eyeballing my bike and they're going to make a posse and go, well, let's see here. Yeah, no, fuck that. And that's how I grew up. I don't care if you laugh at my bike. I swear I could keep up. Let's see how extreme you are. Yeah, I'm not that old. And don't be surprised. Place your bets. Because... So it's for pure fun. But I think sports and stuff like that, a little competitive. That's why you make a little side bet on the thing. You know what I mean? Yes, and the people are really nice, you know. A lot of people go to church for the support, you know, because when you're there, people, you know, they're in this zone where, you know, it's uplifting and, you know, hope you practice what you preach, and sometimes, you know, I don't. I try to. But, you know, it's like an AA meeting. Like, I'll tell you a story. Okay? So got pot conviction. There was a time when I was drugged out. Probably wasn't very long ago. But anyways, we went to the AA meeting in Wonderland of all places. And the people were nice. We're all strung out, or fucking whacked out, or just like fucking not all there. Are you hungry? Would you like some coffee? Try to talk to you, support you. Churches do that too. They give you support. Positive feedback I think is really important because you need that in life, especially if you don't feel so positive and you're down and out and whatever the situation. It could be your health, it could be money, it could be relationships, whatever it is. You want someone there, like family or someone who makes you feel like welcome home, or little positive feedback. It's going to be okay. You hold your head up, look to the sky, it's going to be okay. So we went to this AA meeting, and I remember because I was pretty bad, right? And we're from LA. We're not used to people going out of their way to be nice and like try to help me or whatever. So it was really good, I wouldn't call it therapy, but it's like it's not a cult, but it's something where a bunch of people get together and they relate to whatever they're working on in life and what they think the world should, sometimes you have problems, so whatever, you don't want to drink, you don't want to do drugs, you have someone to support you, and, if you're hungry, they'll feed you. They're like, don't worry about that coffee, we'll get you some good coffee. Right? And really nice people. This is like one of the best experiences because I remember that. It was like these people were really kind and much too nice. But then I had a pot offense, right? And the judge, he said, well, you got to go to AA meetings, right? Like, I'm a drug addict, right? So for me to go to a AA or an AA meeting in Hollywood, oh my God, out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to think about it. So I have to go to these AA meetings, get my thing signed or something, and you would not believe some of the stories. I don't know where you come from, but in Wonderland, it's like shocking. All these people are going to spill their hearts and say how they did sex or did all this weird shit just to get high, do these certain kinds of drugs. And that's what I want to hear, right? I'm a pot smoker, pro hemp, and people are laughing like, you're here for pot? Yeah. And I had to go through that, and I'm trying not to do drugs. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, no drugs. I'm gonna just grow up a little bit and do whatever and function like a normal cocksucker, which normal probably doesn't mean sober these days. And it was hell. So this judge made me go to those meetings, and like, I don't want to hear that shit, because it's like, oh, I'm going to go want to get high with someone at the AA meeting. It's like, how is that the right answer? Now, if I choose to go there, and I want to go there because I feel like I need some company and some support or whatever, different. But to mandatory do it just so I don't go to jail or some shit, like, I'm trying to be sober. I got to listen to all these motherfuckers talk about every other drug and whacked out fucking shit they did or do or whatever to go get high. I'm a pot smoker. Get the fuck out of here. So it could be two sides of the coin. It could be something really beautiful and something positive, But then again, on the other side of the coin, for other people, it could be not so good because you just hook up with this bitch at the AA and fucking start fucking what kind of drugs? Well, let's get some. Fuck AA, alright? It's like, what kind of shit is that? So sometimes life plays out like that. Hey, kitty. No, we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna try to have class and be all like, not act all like, you know what? And I could use the money. And if he's gonna say no, I mean, the guy did say, okay, whatever. You can, at that point, waiting for half an hour and going back and forth, I don't want your food. No, I'm not hungry now. I want my money. Yeah. We saw this thing on the whatever news report. We do the drunken news report. So this restaurant, I believe it's in Southern California somewhere, they said it's mandatory that you have an 18% gratuity. That's one person or more. Like, I've worked in restaurants and clubs. It's a party of 4 or more because people can be cheap and not tip you. So you have a crew and you're spending $300 on a bottle of fucking champagne and all this food and stuff. You should get some gratuity because spending all your time at this table when you could be going to another table and making some money. So I get it. 4 or more, there's a gratuity that's added to your tab, but not 1 or more. And it's just like, how much more do you possibly want? So you got to pay tax on the food. Right? Let's just say the tax is $50 and then you pay the tax and then you have the gratuity. How about if the service sucked? Gratuity is not given. I mean, it's given. It's not taken. Now they're all like, well, we're going to take it. You've been in California too long. You probably don't even know how to speak fucking English. Yeah, it's Asian. Some kind of Asian. You know, they can be kind of weird. And you're like, automatic 18% gratuity on your tab. I thought it was 15%. Usually double the tax. They want 20%. So I think the guy put it on Instagram or did something. And the poor place is going to get a backlash. Because people aren't going to want to eat there. I was a bartender. So, you know, you have certain nights where people tip really good. You have other nights people are stingy or like they don't tip very well. And people complain because, you know, that's your life. You don't make very much money. So you're living off your gratuity, basically. So, in my experience, you have different people that promote the club. So they rent out the club, they have their parties, whatever it is, for a day or a night. A lot of Asian clubs, me, I don't give a fuck. But your average bartender or something, you hear me, Mitch, like moan and whine like a little bitch, right? It'd be like not too happy because nobody's putting any money in their tip jar. And it's like, what kind of people are these? I hate to say it, but you could stereotype it as woke policy or race, but lesbians do not tip well either. And they always get in fights. They act like men or some shit, like more dangerous than like a hip hop club. These fucking lesbians, right? Like truck drivers, something, act like men. Like what the fuck? Nothing in your tip jar. Black people, same thing. And they're all like, "Hey, hook me up, and then let's just say, and then like, you don't know what gratuity is. Gratuity is, from what how I was. It's to ensure proper service. You know. So these fuckers are always like a little more aggressive, takers, and all this shit. And like, hey, fucker. And we would do it just to be kind. But then it was like, we're not homies. It's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who in the fuck you think you are. Like, but mentally, it's the way you work the system. You're like, oh, hey, fucker, hook me up, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. Okay, fucker, don't give me a hard time. Put so much, but they don't. So, I don't know if it's called Black Night or African American. I don't know the proper fucking term. Those nights aren't very good either. Usually people that have money, you get a party check, and so they don't always put money in your tip jar, but you still do pretty good. The men, I don't like working those gay clubs because you gotta run through the bars, and sometimes it's so packed. It's not like a small town, and you're like surrounded by a bunch of men that like you gotta squeeze through them and shit, right? They tip very well. Yeah, you're very happy on those nights. They tip very well. The women, opposite. For some reason, Gothic people, you know, don't look like they have a whole lot of money. Into Gothic, tip very well. So I don't know if there's a stereotypical thing. Other people come up from other countries. They don't know what gratuity is. America, I think we're kind of taking advantage of it because you go to Subway, and now you feel like you got to put a dollar, like. I'm old as fuck. You don't go to McDonald's and say, here's $1. Coffee is a little different. You know, going to a bar is a little different. Getting food, service, a little different. But not fucking ordering from a taco truck and go, like we do it at the taco truck. But Subway, I don't know if they said, well, the COVID or some shit. But it's like, when you pay for it, it's got 3 different things. You could pay this amount, a medium amount, it's psychological, or another amount. And, you know, because you want to, a lot of people, you know, want to give and stuff, but I think it's becoming a little something. It's, it shouldn't be like that. You should do your job, and you shouldn't, I mean, if people want to give it, it's great. But if you don't want to stick it in their face to where it's like you have to give it. And if you don't give it, you're going to feel like shit. Right? That's your job. So it's becoming a little out of whack. We worked at places where, you know, different events. So they come in, you get a party check. Other manager won't give you a part, but if it's a good one, you know, with the studios or whatever it is, big events, you get a party check, which really helps. Hey, kitty. Panda Express is really good because it's a good price and it's good food and it's a lot of food. So Chinese will give you a lot of food. You know, some Mexican places they'll hook it up too, but Chinese you usually get enough food where you could take a to-go thing or something. You know. And the price is good. I think it's one of the best fast foods. I love Panda Express. It's cheaper than Jack in the Box, at least what I spent. $17. Let's go to Panda. Let's see what I could get for $17 at Panda Express, right? I think they'll be nice to me. Right? And then we'll go, well. Oh, we got some more Sammy Hagar. I think he did a good job with Van Halen. So what does that mean? You got their phone number and then you got lost? Oh. Well, hopefully you recovered by now, right, kitty kitty? So I'll tell you a funny story. I would go to some artsy-fartsy bars and, you know, this was a long time. I'm not really a bar person. So now you'd have to leave a $10, $15 tip or whatever. So we would go into an upscale bar and we would get a shot of cognac, right? Beer. Well, when you pour a shot of cognac, it might hook you up a little more. So it could be closer to 2 shots. And I'm not a big alcoholic, so 2 shots is really what I want. So usually really nice, more educated, more whatever, a different clientele, so to speak. So we would leave them like a $5 tip gratuity, which I'm talking, you know, 10, 15 years ago. But whatever, not bad. And then I would get another one for free. Now I'd probably have to leave $10, $15 out there, but I might get hooked up, which, you know, that's when you deserve the gratuity. So there's a big thing about that, like, should I tip? How do I tip? And this, and you know, some people don't have the money to tip like me, but I still do. And other people have a different way of managing their money. If I go to, no, I'm not automatically going to give you 20%. It's like, you know what I mean? But did you have a good time, kitty kitty? Maxed out. And the only reason why I'm probably so giving, especially to Starbucks, if I had 30 years of gratuity, I'd be rich for a week. I think I might deserve a free cup of coffee. Good luck if I get one, right? They said I'll be $5 in my hand. Fool. Yeah. We're chilling. We're listening to Van Halen. I'm more relaxed now because we had this robot or troll bot or something, and what am I going to do? You win. Alright. I have emotions too. Should I slit my throat? Would you like to see that on screen? It'll make your ass drip. Tiger. Oh, poor Tiger. Mama Crow. Oh, look, poor Tiger. He can barely walk. Poor thing. Tiger, let me see you. You handsome. So I have a new bike. I don't think people could laugh at my bike. So I think, you know, I'm kind of weird to where I don't have any friends. But you don't want to judge people. We all do in a certain way. But you have like standards or something. Now I'm a bottom feeder. But let's just say I make or want to make friends with someone. If you can't afford a 12-pack, then I'm sorry. Right? That means 6 beers for you and 6 beers for me. Right? Because I'm going to dish out a 12-pack. And then there's other times where I'm buying every round. No, I can't buy every round. And that's why I'm sorry. Whatever you're doing or something, I just don't have time for that. I want to move up. I want friends that have their shit together where they could buy a 12-pack and not even miss it. Like, I don't want to buy you Heinekens all day and then you go, oh, you want a beer? And give me $1 Budweiser or some shit. No, that's not how the kind of friends I want. So basically you want to make friends that aren't cheap or aren't so misfit, poor ass, loser quality like me. You want to have friends that have their shit together. Because it's who you know. It was a big deal in Hollywood because you're actors and you got a network and stuff. But it goes that way in life. It's who you know, who you hang out with. When we went to Aspen, oh my God, these people have horses worth more than their vehicles. Okay, they don't drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Mercedes, but their horses and their houses. And the weirdest thing is they have like huge sacks of psychedelic mushrooms in their refrigerator. Rich. So everybody does it. They just do it different. You know what I mean? I would rather be smoking crack with Charlie Sheen than in some motel room in South Central with a bunch of bag whores. Right? So it's who you know. Don't think because people have more, they don't do it. They do it. They just do it different. People like to party, especially Americans. And you know what I mean? Just do it different. This one's Right Here, Right Now by Van Halen. It's Sammy Hagar. I believe it's on the album 5150. Wow, that's a lot of beer, Bobby. My friends could do that too, like Matt and Pollywog and all them fuckers. Yeah, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. I have a Charlie Brown putter. Tiger. Poor Tiger. Tiger. Let me see you, Tiger. Poor thing. His little foot messed up. Poor thing. Thank you, Gling. I thought that was the weirdest combo because we've heard Sammy Hagar, solo artist, right? And we didn't think it would be like, who would think that it would work? And it did, because they had magic, and they made it work. And he put Van Halen back on the map. It wasn't David Lee Roth, but it's the same thing, like Sabbath, Ronnie James Dio. It wasn't Ozzy, but yeah, good shit. Right on, Clayton. Thank you. We have another. Oh no, this one's David. He got a restaurant in Cabo San Lucas. He'd make a tequila. Like, how all these hip hop artists have vodka and all this stuff. Snoop Dogg got a wine. Martha Stewart. He invested, and he has his own tequila, which is pretty smart because lots of people like to drink. Business. Now he's a business entrepreneur. Right now his foot is messed up, so he lets me pet him. But I feel bad because the poor thing is, I don't mean to be mean, but just to put it in plain, he's handicapped, so he's like crippled. And that's the worst. If you're injured or you have health issues, it's like it's a big burden, upon you, your entity. So I feel bad, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I could take him to the doctor, but I don't have the money to take him to the doctor. I'm not sure what to do. So right now it looks the same. Hopefully he'll recover. If it gets worse to the point where, then I'll have no choice. I'm not sure. He won't let me see it. He's had this problem before where I thought it was something in his foot, and then he recuperated or healed. But this time is a little worse, so he's walking on 3 legs. I mean, he'll put his paw down on the ground, but you can tell it's bothering him. And cats are, they climb and stuff. So, I used to love this song. He's drinking water. I think this was on Van Halen too. I had a good day at work today. I helped other crews. I got to, so I like that. I'm kind of excited. Tomorrow, I get my new bicycle. Like, I could buy a zip car. I could outlaw drive. Are you kidding me? This isn't the big city. It's like, I could, yeah. And this bike is more extreme. Like, I'm not good at, like, these professional cocksuckers and doing off jumps and riding 100 miles an hour and shit like that in the mountains and shit. I'm more of a street person right now, but I don't want a street bike. I'll tell you, because you go too fast, right? Like, my bike's got fat tires. Not fat, but they're like, so a little bit of work. If I get a cruiser bike or something, oh my God. I just know the way my reaction time and stuff, going twice as fast and stuff, I don't think it's very good. Even the one guy at the store, he said, at the coffee bar, he said, you're going to need a helmet. And I never thought about it because I'm like, I don't ride it with a helmet. But he's absolutely right. We never thought about it that much before, but yeah, I think we'll probably get one. Because if you're deep in the woods or something, and you're gonna, yeah, get snagged up. And, you could hit a tree, a rock, whatever. I think you want to protect your brain. My brain is probably beyond hope or saving, but I'm just saying, right? Hey, Deb. I'm sorry, I have a hard time. Suka? I'm sorry, we're just going to call you Suka 9000. I think you have to advertise, right? The world is so digital now. So you have to put it out there when people look for stuff on the internet. I don't know if you have to pay people, but you know what I mean? Network. Good to see you, Deb. Yes. I'm excited because, to me it's like a car. I don't drive anymore. I could, I think what this bike is worth, I could get a zip car. But, it's a big challenge. Who does that? Who's going to go, a car or a stupid bicycle? The bike don't even have a motor, right? You get an electric bike or something. I'm like, nah. And I know, I wish I could be that extreme as all these videos I've been watching and stuff, but sorry, it doesn't matter as long as it gets me to point A, B. If I'm in the mountains or on the beach, as long as it works and it doesn't fuck up, that's all I give a shit about. And the best thing is, I have more gears on this bike, on my new bike, right? Frame's a little different. Parts are better, but I have more gears, and I have tubeless tires, right? So tubeless, it's a new I don't know what a fucking tubeless tire is. Maybe on a vehicle, right? But bicycle, no. You always have tubes in them, right? I don't want to be like, whatever. Going back to REI and saying, hey, fuckers. So this one, we saw this extreme thing. Like, on Red Bull has an extreme thing. It's like X Games or some shit, but on mountain bikes. It's so extreme. Like, you could, I'm not gonna be able to make it unless I might have to walk it down a good part of that thing, right? These motherfuckers jump, and there's rocks, and it's sketchy as fuck. It's so hardcore. So you'll see these guys, and they get flat tires. Sometimes they just pop, but sometimes they kind of slowly fizz out, and I think it's a better type of tire, a tubeless tire. Otherwise, you got to carry a pump, and then you want extra tube, which is good. So we're going to get the best of both worlds. We're going to have this one. We're going to get another one, which is the same, but different. So, a tubeless tire, I think it's going to be better. Because I know slime saves my ass in a fucking inner tube. Yeah. So, different type of tire. Professional ones use it. So, I really don't know the difference. I'm not too hip, but I'm going to find out. Yes, it's a giant. So, I have a giant Talon, right? So it's a Talon 2. It's 2 years old. So, you have a series of Talons. Like, let's just say you want to buy a Cadillac. Well, it's got different options. You could get the bottom line, or like a Corvette that's 80,000, right? Mid-engine, 80,000. Bare bone out the door. The bottom line, you could get the one with all the bells and whistles and shit. It's going to cost a lot more than $80,000. So I have a 2. 1 is the best one. The forks are better. I have a Talon 2. I kind of fucked it up. Whatever. The bike I'm getting is a Fathom. A Fathom is about 3,000 meters under sea or some shit. I don't know if I can SpongeBob it with this bike, but I want to ride it in the ocean. Like, just on the coast where I have a foot of water. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's going to rust or what. I'm going to want to ride it in the ocean. not SpongeBob underwater, but like a foot of water in the beach. And like, yeah, I'd be like 4 feet, whatever. Right? Up to my neck. But I think I'm going to go on a beer run. Hold on. Ugh. Drinking a hand, toes in the sand. Beautiful girl. This was on 2? No, because I have the wires and I'm not very good with that stuff. So Rosie might have to help me. But I got the bike thing, my bag on my bike. We're going to put on my new one. And then the other one, for like more professional. Like it's a entry level. Like this one is really the entry. But you have these real bikers. Oh, this one's the entry level. But the seat, it's got a switch, right? So the seat, it automatically pops up. And that's when you're, but when you're going downhill, because you have downhill riders and you have gravel riders, more gravel, right? But downhill, you hit the button, the seat pops back in, so you can do jumps and like airborne, all that stuff. I'm not really like I don't know what the fuck it is, but it has that feature on it, right? So I'm paying for it. I don't know what the fuck it does. I know what it does if you're a real biker. I'm not a real biker. Went to the coffee bar, especially said, "What?" Like, yeah. I said, "I'm not a real biker because they're all specialized." Whatever. I'm kind of weird. I think a little too fancy for me, but whatever. We looked at the Root Giants, just right there. Right. I think more professionals and more popular. It's Treks and Specialized, and Santa Cruz. Cannondales, whatever. I don't know how Giant is popular, but it is. And I'm not too happy. I don't give a fuck if it's Taiwan. Because Trek was like a ripoff. Like, bringing it to, oh, you need this and you need that. My bike is only 6 months old. No. So I told him what part I needed. He had no clue. And he's a professional bike mechanic. He was wrecked, I think. That's why he said, well, it's going to take you 9 months to get your parts. And I said, well, I need some help. I looked at him and I said, I need some help. Can you help me? What am I supposed to do? And he looked at me and he was all like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Didn't seem very professional there. So fuck that American company. And I know it's just one bad seed. Shouldn't represent the whole company. But in my experience, That's just the way it rolled. So I need one because my poor bike is on my. It's like, it's really weird because it's unrideable now. I could ride it, but it's to the point where a Wally World bike would go faster, and it's just a certain part. So I want to go through it. When I was a kid, you know, I bought the parts, put them on bike, put it together and stuff. But now I'm old and kind of like, whatever, you do it. I don't know what happened to my brain cells. Somehow my saddle flipped a little bit. Hey, Jabiji. Oh, and did I tell you the best part? Right? Because, you know me, always talking to the wind, whatever, talking a bunch of crap, right? Like, I'm going to get a bike, going to match my golf club, right? I'm going to match my golf. Thank God, Bangarang. The other colors are so prettier. I don't know if you got to wait or it costs a little more, whatever, but pretty bikes. Like, I don't want one that's too pretty. That's like mine's stout, gray. Love the gray ones of the other one. But they got two different kinds of gray. So I just don't want, like, the primer edition. I want the fancy gray. Anyway, so this one's, it's not gunmetal black, but I'm going to call it gunmetal black. I don't know why. Could be some kind of blue, but I'm pretty sure it's metallic black. So we can match my golf club. And that's what we wanted. And we're like, well, I'm going to have to go to Mike's bike, and we're going to have to order one on the internet to see which one I want. The one that he had two. He had a large, and he had a medium. And we looked at it, and when I looked at, I was like, those were the two bikes that I really liked out of whatever he had in the store. And so I got one of them. And it just happened to be the right size and the right one. Actually, I wasn't going to get this one because it costs more money. Right. So we'll get the other one. Right. But we've heard good reviews. So it's a Fathom. I'm going to get a Fathom 1. The other one's a Fathom 2. So Fathom 2s have good reviews too. I'm not sure the specs and all the different whatever, you know, gear ratio and stuff. But I got a 1. This one I got a 2. I didn't know if it was a 4 or a 3. I had no idea. I knew it wasn't a 1. It's a 2. That's why it saved my ass on the road. That Wally World bike, believe it or not, we beat the fuck out of it for I don't know how many months. And then we had a bootleg bike that the lady gave me, and that worked too. Not very long, but still. Oh, that bike got stolen out of Burger King, right? We went to this nice area in Las Vegas. I had a dollar lock or some shit, really cheap. So don't get one of those because you could just rip it open with your hand. Went to Burger King, eating my food. Come back outside, my bike is gone. But it wasn't worth stealing, actually. It's like, what kind of dumbass is going to steal a bike like that? It's just like embarrassing. Right? But they did it. Good thing I didn't see them. But I was not too happy. Then went to Wally World, COVID or some shit. Hard to get a bicycle. Like, no bikes. Then we went into another one. I forget who was with me. Was it LD1K? I was riding the bikes through Wally World and shit, right? I'm pretty sure I had a beer and shit. Like this one. I got a Wally World bike. It cost about $200, right? And then I wanted to keep it, right? I had a different bike, a Diamondback, which I took on road trips and just loved the frame. Wanted to keep the frame. My dumbass friend got rid of it. So we're like, why not? we'll keep the Wally World bike. So we took it to Humboldt. We left it in Miss Jenna's horse trailer. And then I guess she sold her horse trailer. And I never missed that bike. Like, whatever, you get a horse trailer and a Wally World bike that's all beat up to fuck. You have to get a new one. But for what it was worth, it did the job. I mean, I had to go 10 miles to work. But a lot heavier. I'm kind of old, so let's just say you live on the beach. Let's just say it's a popular one, like Santa Monica or Venice, or even Las Vegas, where you got to carry your bike up the stairs. Like, I pick it up, so it's hike a bike, just crossing the street and the stairs. Yeah, it's much easier with this bike because the Wally World bike, I don't know if it's steel or bootleg steel, but very heavy. Right?
People have a ludicrous number of models.
So these are a little bit lighter. It's aluminum. I don't think it's aircraft aluminum, but they try to fluff it up. Oh, it's something aluminum, right? So let's just say I stripped my frame down. I took it to the recycling place. I got 4 bags of cans. They're going to give me more money for those cans than the fucking whatever kind of fucking aluminum they're like fluffing it up to be. But the welds look good. It's a name brand. I think sometimes, when a company has name, sometimes they switch different management, better for worse. But for the most part, they have a reputation to uphold. I think Giant has that. And then the brakes, like, I have some kind of, I don't know, they're better brakes, not like the standard where they squeeze, or I have disc brakes, but they have a different kind. I have a hydraulic disc brake or something. My new bike, it's got some weird shit, I don't know. That means if my brake fucks up, it's going to cost me 4 times the amount to fix it. Because it's got 4 pistons or 4 something hydraulic. You got a bootleg one like mine, which is just regular hydraulic. Then you have a 2 piston or something. Then you got 4. Well, I got the 4. So if that thing malfunctions, it won't be cheap to fix. But it's supposed to be better. So whatever, right? I don't really know. I'm trying to go through this stuff and learn it as it comes, because I just ride it to work and then I try to hit the bike trails and waddle around. We don't really get out here much because I must be getting old. I'm just burnt out. I don't know what happened to that energy and passion we had in life once upon a time, but we miss it. Hopefully we'll find it tomorrow for a quick minute. So let's see, do you guys have a band you want to hear? We listen to Van Halen. Today's Mama Crow radio show, we'll just go with a band and we'll try to play like the best hits or something. So you guys come up with a bunch of bands. We got 25 people, 25 bands, and then I'll pick one of those bands that I could relate to. But, it is a trip because, like, we see these things and they've been sending me more bike things, like people cross country, they go across the country, different countries. We were watching this one on YouTube, right? And these people, they were in a different country, and like a guy and his wife, and they talk so funny, right? And they seem so innocent because they're not American. They seem all pure and shit. Not all fucked up like Americans, right? So anyways, they're somewhere in some different country riding their bikes, doing the Tour de France or whatever. So they meet a doggy, and the doggy, so they adopted the doggy, and they're riding there, and the doggy's just running along like it's no problem. Like, haha, I laughed. Like, I can't walk or run as fast as the dog. He's running, keeping up with the bikes. And like, what a trip. And like we have res dogs on the res and shit. So this dog is the same thing. Like poor dog, got adopted, right? Peruvian dog, or whatever country they're in. Well, that was a big thing, you know. England and stuff, and then Americans because the Indians and the Harleys. So, but basically, they were bicycles. I don't know what year they started, but it looked like a bike, and then they started changing the design and then putting motors on it and shit. But it would be nice to have an electric bike, right? I think Nino, the pedal messed up and it costs her money because it's more expensive. And if the battery dies, you're screwed, right? So I think money plays a part. I think you could get an electric bike nowadays for around 500 or 1,000 on up. Oh, you could hear the music. Oh, someone's jamming. It sounds good. Oh, it sounds really good. I don't know where it's coming from. Rotary engines, that's like a Mazda, right? I love Mazdas. They got a rotary engine, right? Right? You don't like Mazdas? They got a rotary engine. My motor is in my brain, right? We're dreaming about robots and stuff. It's all in my head. So tomorrow we'll do a comparison. I'm sorry I'm not like a real biker. We'll try to fluff it up. And Bianca said she would help me get another channel so we could have more like a you know, one that's not so misfit. One that's like, you know, how real streamers do it. Like all proper and shit. Right? And then act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about and go through the difference between this one and that one and what it is and what it's not and so on. Oh, can you hear that airplane? Just cruised by. We don't see really any military things around here. We have hospital helicopters. We got these little. We got some commercial, not too many. Not too many private planes, like nice private plane. A couple. We have Coast Guard and sheriffs and Cal Fire, I think. It's not that busy up here. We have an airport. Oh, the SR-20 shoots. So you guys can't think of that. Let me pick one. This guy has been stuck in my head, so I think we're just going to listen to this. Alexa, what time is it? Oh, no, Alexa, no, Alexa, no, you better wake up, Alexa. No, you do it. I don't know what that is. How about if I wait 29 seconds? No, Alexa, please. Then what? Right. Go, buddy. Let's just pick one. I don't feel like going through. So I'm not sure if this is 70s or 80s. I don't know how old I am, but we used to listen to this stuff when I was young. Mm-hmm. I like bands, but he's a solo artist like Elton John, and sometimes those are the best. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow we're gonna prep for the autumn equinox. So autumn's coming, right? And this poor thing, it needs an upgrade. So we're gonna do it. And it gives me incentive because it's a whole different bike. And I don't know the other one, but we love this bike. This one, it's named after a song. Like, I can't remember what I named my bike, darn it. Now we're gonna have to come up with a new name for my new bicycle. Are they autonomous? The new. Did you hear about the F-35 where the guy, he ejected and then they didn't know where the fuck the plane was, and then it crashed somewhere, but it's top secret. Haven't heard too much about it. We don't know if it's in a lake or if it's in the mountains or. F-35. I don't know how much it costs, but right, it's not that autonomous. It got self-driving or whatever, safe mode or some shit. No, you got drones. You do like whatever and park it, make it turn around, come back, land it. Right? Thought you were all advanced. The Martians are smarter. Oh, that's what it was. Charlotte, the song Wildfire. That's the name. My memory. Charlotte, I can't believe, right? Wildfire. Was it? Or was it? I thought it was a Bob Dylan song or some shit. Was it Wildfire? Poor thing. No, that was the name of the Ford Escape that OG gave me. That one, what was it called? Kind of name our vehicles. And so this was Wildfire. That's what I named it. Fuck my memory. We're gonna have to come up with a better name for my new bicycle. Darn it! How we gonna do it? We don't want Wildfire too. A better name. Fireball. No, that's Rudolph's friend. I don't know. We'll think of a name. We'll come up with one. Maybe we could have a thing where everybody gets to like put their input and say what would you like to name my bicycle, right? And then if we think of a good one, then pick one, right? That's what I named this thing. I think you're right, Charlotte. Wildfire. God, it's been so long. It was really good. The sad thing is I fucked it up, right? Like, we didn't fuck it up properly. Dumbass fucked it up. No commercials. Fuck, you only played one song. You got one song. You know what kills me? I don't know who owns YouTube, but you can't play a commercial in the middle of a song. Who does that? What? I mean, who thought of that? It's absurd. Tiger. Tiger. Where's the spot? Huh? Big shot chase my way. Not too good. We haven't seen spot in 2 weeks. You guys better behave and get along. Yeah, you, baby socks. Spot gets to eat first. And then we had this other varmint running around. He very handsome, but I don't have a name for him. I don't know who could bite the ghost's ear off, or shark bite his face. Maybe it was that cat. The ghost, you better not let him do that. Oh, I was adjusting my panties for a minute. Usually I name it after songs for some reason, but to me it's a solstice, so I don't know if they have a solstice song, but I know the solstice song 23rd technically, but I'm a 21 person. Oh, it's not the solstice, it's the equinox. I'm not going to call it equinox. Maybe I'll call it solstice or something. I don't know. I have to think. You guys are all supposed to come up with a bunch of names. Maybe we'll pick one. Right? Someone came up with Magic for the name of the cat, and that's his name, Magic. Right? I forget who it was. My memory. Oh, look at the baby varmints. They're so cute, these little fuckers. The only thing that's weird, I didn't take it for a test drive. I just said, how much? I'll take it. Isn't that weird? That's like going to Amazon and buying something you can't even ride or try on or something. Like, oh, I'll take it. I think that's kind of weird, right? Just going on faith or some shit. Like, what is it? Let me see it. How much? Sold. We don't even fucking ride around the fucking parking lot. Isn't that fucking weird? Well, Rosie's right here. Would you like to watch us? I got this troll, a robot or a bot or something. He said, keep asking me if I have sex with you. So I said, Rosie's right here. We'll show you right now, fool. Right? What do you think? Get a kick out of that, huh? Okay, this might sound fucked up, but I'm celibate. Right. Like, who does that? Like, when I was younger, like, my older friends, like, what is wrong with you?
I got a surprise for you.
Now look.
Make sure you text me tomorrow about where you want to be picked up. And then later tonight, I'm offering to take you up to the beach okay for a couple of beers to celebrate your new life.
Okay. So, Rosie's gonna help me. We're gonna go get my bike tomorrow. And then she just said,
Texted me you had some weirdo on your chat emoji.
he's still in here. He keep asking the same questions like a broken record. I don't stutter. Right. What's your name? Trash Alicious. You should be so happy. Trash Alicious, how are you doing? I think we should ask you, who have you had sex with lately? Right. I told you. Right. I showed you mine. I don't have sex. So you show me your who have you had sex with lately? Right? If you want to really make a statement. I already said, capital no. I know you probably dream about it. We got the final countdown. Well, he needs some attention, the poor thing. Right. Now hold it, because we have a age thing. You cannot be 10 years old. And OG is not allowed in my chat. Right. So what is this? Some kind of reverse psychology? Am I supposed to say the words you want to hear? Alright, just imagine. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What's your fucking name? Yellow. You got so many different names. No, man. Oh, you like to eat the yellow snow? Oh, you're a fucking freak. That's who you had sex with? The yellow snowman? Well, shit. I know there's cosplay and stuff, but that's pretty out there. Not too many things shock me since I grew up in Wonderland, so to speak. I got a giant Fathom, right? Alexa's not working. So we're like, a fathom, what is that? Is that like a ghost? Or I think it's how you measure under the sea. It's 20,000 leagues under the sea in meters or centimeters or something, a fathom. I don't know. Alexa's not working, so I didn't know how to figure it out. So I got Fathom 1. Yes. So they have 1s, they have 2s, I believe they have 3s, maybe 4s. I have a 1. I wanted to get a 2, right? So I had my heart set on a 2. I really wanted the 1, but I was all like, it's a little too much money for my blood. And then somehow we bang-a-ranged it and we agreed on a price, and for what I was expecting to pay for a 2, we got a 1. So I'm a giant rider. Oh, you sound like a broken record. What's your fucking name? I cannot see. IP2 always smears. Yeah, let me think. Who could it be? I'm thinking OG, but it could be someone else. Beer can. So we'll just let him do his thing and then we'll not pay attention to him. Rick the Dick. Maybe you should ask Rosie and don't bother me. Let's smoke some pot. So that's the best you got now. We got Xylophagus. You sound like a fucking dinosaur. You're probably one of them perverted dinosaurs that are extinct. Alright, we would like to extinct you. So, let me think. You're probably the kind of person that's really good with computers. You steal people's money? Do you steal money from grandma? And shit like that? Yeah, we got it. So what's your point? You're a fucking dick, right? That's the best quality you have? I mean, what is it? VW. Let's smoke some pot. I have not dyslexia. I have some kind of disorder. It's paying attention disorder. So you might have to say it again there, fucker. I have not dyslexia, but some kind of disorder where I can't pay attention and shit like that. So I'm gonna get a beer roll joint and try to remember what the fuck it is I have. It's a job. I'm gonna pick it up at birthday. We've been hanging out after other one work. It's all specialized. I was thinking about getting out. I'm happy to join. No, right on. Yeah. I'm excited. That one I'm not sure, but we took it on a little bit. So it's been in 2 states, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's gotten me to work. It's not far, but still, I mean. And this one, it's a good one. Because I didn't know, you know, yeah, it doesn't work. But I'm like, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a 0, which is bad. The 1 is bad. I have 2. No. No, maybe 1 on the side, but no. Because my body is going like, and I'm not used to that. I'm not gonna look like it. Because I watch these old fuckers in such good shape. It's like, if you could do it, I could do it. There's no way. Right? And here's the shit kicker. I smoke and drink. And yeah, I can still do it. So what? Yeah. Bet your ass. And I think I do really good. Don't be surprised. Try to keep up. But if I had the same bike as you, let's see. I know my bike is a different sport where it's extreme. It's not like cruising down the highway. Me, I'm more on the cement than I am on the dirt, but still. Hey, Amar. Deb, Charlotte. It could be anyone, you know. There's other people that do it, and so there's no telling. I don't think OG is this one because we could tell OG just from his manner, and so this one I would imagine is someone else. Yeah. So the bike looks different than my bike. So I look at it, I go, like, we're going to have to put it in gear. I mean, mine I was really attractive. I think it's a pretty bike. I think the other ones are prettier, but it stood out. No. That's why I need you to help me so I can put my bike in your van. I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to get new parts and I'm going to make it like it was in the beginning. Yeah, so Yeah, this one. Yeah. I'm not very good at maintenance, but if it's a hobby or something, it's not like I have to do it. I have to do it, but I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna upgrade this one, and it's the same, but it's two different bikes. I destroyed the crankshaft, and I think all the parts are old. So this, yeah. So the clutch, the derailleur, whatever it is, it's time. It needs to be replaced. Oh, they saved me. I think that's one of the best bike stores that ever. Yes. Because it didn't cost me anything. I said, I only have $17. I said, that's all I have. Yeah. Oh my God. They came out, checked my bike, checked balance, checked the shifter, and like you're good to go, you know? We don't go there, but I think it's the best one. Because there's customs or whatever it is, I don't know how to say it, but it's the best. Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't get an interview for this. It's like the best bike store. Pure love. Like, get the shit on the road. Not no snobby, like, Trek and whatever. But we're trying to step it up. And I think it's fine. The only thing I really want is I want to get different tires on it. And pedals. And maybe some grips. Right? The tires aren't cheap. But we had this tire. Right? It was an Icon, I believe. It was a thinner tire. Right? So, you know, because I'm more on the cement. But we took it in the mountains. And we, like... And it worked. So just as good as this one, which is a more heavy duty tire. I think everything is important. The rims, like I have really good rims on this bike, even though I want to replace them. But I could put tubeless tires on my rims because it's a different kind of rim. So I want skinnier tires. But when you buy a bike, like this was a big deal because I said I want this brand. I want Maxxis tires. I don't want whatever tire. If it doesn't have the tires or the company of the tires like Goodyear or some shit, I don't want it. And so it comes with, they put this brand of tires. I think it's, you know, the standard. It's like no complaints. The only thing is the tire is 2.5 or 2.5, 2.6 inches thick. So I want a skinnier tire that's like 2 inches. So believe it or not, just that little bit, it makes a difference. If you're on the concrete or if you're on the dirt. So this one you want it because you're on the dirt, loosey-goosey, and it grabs better. So I'm pretty much riding, so it's like a hybrid. So I want skinnier tires. I've seen these other motherfuckers on the video with a different kind of bike. What kind of bike? And do you get to do it? Look like a fucking 10-speed. What kind of tires are those? So we're gonna switch it up a little bit and just get smaller tires. So you can't buy a bike and go, oh, I want these tires. You have to buy it with whatever it comes. And then you have to buy new tires and then put them on there. I'm just glad I got the kind, or whatever, the best ones, in my opinion. for the money. So that's it. And he laughs a good time. You know, it doesn't matter where you go. You hit a rock, you hit a net, you hit something, you fuck your tire up. We were on the freeway, and I don't know what I ran over, but it sliced my tire. To where the tire, there's no saving it. I'm not sure what we ran over, but we ran over something. Brand new tire, basically. So life throws bumps. Shit happens. But the new tire, where you think it would get sliced and diced and all that stuff, no, it did its job. Because where we were, there's no one that could save it. Right? There's no internet. There's no nothing. Like, you're not deep in the mountains where really someone could save you. Someone will find you. But you're off the main trail a little bit. So that's what is very important. You have the right equipment. It does the job. If you fuck up and get lost, well, that's on you. It's not the bike's fault. Big difference. Last thing you want to do is have a bike and then die, because it just sucks ass and can't make the grade. If it makes the grade and you suck ass and shit, that's different. That's all on you. Then you can't say a fucking thing. Abbey Road, John Doe, Ron, it's hard for me, John, Judas, I'm sorry, I cannot see. Rosie's doing her thing. She's streaming and talking to her stream, and she's probably feeding the cats and cooking something. I don't know. But she said she's going to help me. We're going to go pick up my bike, and then she said that she's going to take me out. We're going to get tacos and beers and stuff to celebrate my new bike and my new life. Do you know how embarrassing it is to ride my bike on the trail and it's skipping and dipping and I'm cursing to the wind, and all these people that have a $20 bicycle could ride better than mine right now? It's a little bit of a clusterfuck there, mentally. But come tomorrow, right? We should hear that song. Come tomorrow. Yardbirds, right? And the thing about it is it's going to help me mentally because I worked for it. It's a big deal for me. You know, we had this job not for very long, so it's like I have to prove something to myself. So I want something to show for it. You know, next week it might not look brand new or whatever. I don't give a shit. We kind of beat shit up. But for a day or something, it's going to look like we have something really nice. We might not be able to keep it looking nice, but whatever. Yes, Geezer did. And, you know I'm pissed at Geezer, and I'm not too, but I love him. He was one of my best friends. Yeah. So, no, whatever. I'm not too happy with him. But I will tell you that, yeah, I love him. He's my friend. I don't want to punch him in the head, but so. My friend. So I think just because I don't have a bike as nice as all these other fucking cocksuckers, but my bike is entry level where I could qualify, where I will get some kind of respect, and they'll be like, maybe they'll be nice to me. Maybe we could hang out and tag along or something. Like, I know they all drink this Sonoma County whatever hen house, or I'm not too fond of Russian cocksuckers. I lived in a Russian neighborhood, and the women and stuff like that are different, but not these wannabe cocksuckers around here. I think they're more American. In my neighborhood, they won't say good morning because they don't like Americans. But if you live there, they could warm up to you. And it's a big deal to have some grandma Russian say good morning and be nice. So I don't know what it is, but you got to earn some kind of respect. Yes, they have that stuff on e-bikes now. You know, I'm going to tell myself I'm not that old. I'm going to pretend I'm still young and dumb and full of cum and I'm indestructible. Right? I'm not going to get some motor and then waddle uphill like it's too easy. No, I'm going to pound my shit uphill. And that's the easy part. Yeah, it's too easy. I don't know why, but I get a rush out of it, right? Sometimes it's hard because I get my ass kicked. You know, and then feel all, like, I don't know, it's not a good feeling. Because you feel all defeated and butthurt and, like, whatever. And then people have gas motors, not electric. Like they put gas motors on their bikes. It's cool as fuck. And then so my job is going to end. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a real job. I really want a real job. Right now, I got a half-ass job. Thank God it's not a loser fucking job. So, they're nice to me. And I feel appreciated. And that means the world to me. You know. I don't feel like you own me. You pay me on time. I don't have to chase my money. Really good. And my job is corporate, right? I'm not too corporate. You know, I dream about the corporate puss and shit like that, but I'm not corporate at all, right? so different kind of mindset, and you know, the way you act and stuff like that.
Very, very pretty. You can see he's lifting that tall up, right? That's just, he's tall, it's right tall. But he's goofing around.
I could buy a motorcycle, right, for the same price. I could buy a zip car, but I don't want to outlaw drive. I'm too old. I want to clear this shit up, and then it'll keep me in shape. I want to get in shape, right? Like, I have goals in life. Like, this might sound retarded, but I want to ride my bike up and down and around this one golf course. I want to ride it around, through the lobby, around the concierge. Get her phone number and dip the fuck out, and you won't catch me. Yeah. So we got to practice with this country club over here, Santa Rosa, Sonoma, whatever. Warm up, because that one I definitely don't want to get caught. We used to do it in Vegas. There was this one golf course, and they had all these white rocks and shit. And we would just dip in like we own it, and ride around, hang around the little pond and shit, and ride out. It was really cool. They never said anything. Police department right next door, right? These Las Vegas cocksucker police department give me a hard time for riding my bicycle to work, right? Wally World bicycle and shit. You guys have gambling, prostitution, all kinds of stuff. You want to tax my ass? You're not West Coast. You're a bunch of losers. You got more serious shit to worry about. Anyways, riding to the golf course, or right, go by the police department, ride my bike in the police. These motherfuckers got 10 Maserati SWAT mobiles undercover. Maseratis? Was it Maserati? Yeah, Maseratis. I said, what kind of SWAT team is this, motherfuckers? Right? And then we just waddle them up. Let's see if you can catch me in that Maserati. But pretty badass undercover sting operator. You got 10 Maserati police cars. Yes. Not yet.
I made some pepperoni chicken. Do you want some?
Okay.
It's too much for me, so
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
have it share with
Okay. Look, we got pepperoni chicken or something. I didn't know what that is. But I was very impressed. And we tried to, like, but they just ignored me. Like, nice car, oh yeah, like, we should have, like, really swooped over there, grind. Kind of gun is that? Kind of boots are those, right? But we didn't. Waddle through the fucking golf course, not country, but private, whatever it is. Oh, that's wonderful, Riley. Thank you. Yes.
Enjoy.
No, you can't have it. Rosie made some food. Yum, yum. Oh, look at that. I have some backwash. We're going to drink and then eat this stuff right here. No, you can. Oh, big sauce. Come over here, big sauce.
This is the homemade tomato sauce.
Oh, is it? Wow. We got branches. Chicken recipe. Oh, tiger. Put some of this on. Hold on, we gotta mix it up. We don't mix it up anymore. Alright, let's mix it up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's bring this back. Gotta mix it up.
Very filling steak bun. You got nice fried chicken, and you got pepperoni, and a wonderful like red sauce.
There's too many pizza sauce. Tiger. Pizza sauce, let me tell you. Pizza sauce. Pizza sauce. Can we eat pizza sauce?
When I make it, maybe make it much
Here we go, pizza day.
Plus tonight I had that little
This is so
pizza.
pretty.
We have to check whether it has spicy tacos or whether it has salt held up really well.
Who did you get?
I like the fact that we didn't break any tomatoes.
Tiger. Baby sauce.
You've been able to see Tiger Pro.
Yeah, it's hurt. He won't let me really.
Yeah, I thought
Baby sauce. Baby sauce. Baby sauce. Come over here. Tiger, he's so soft. Tiger. He's so soft. This one's a little wiry. He's really back. Tiger. Baby sauce. He will be baby sauce. He needs to be. He's tired. So. Baby sauce. High five, high five. That's all you get. With some water. Some water? Okay. Yum.
Yum, yum.
see it. Don't bother me. That's what they say. They're like, don't bother me. Varmints. Oh, you can't see them. Baby socks. Come and eat baby socks. Fucking weirdo. Hey, Nina. So tomorrow we'll try to give you the best review and the differences between my old bike and my new bike. And my new bike I don't really know, so we'll try to get to know it. And it's so funny, these Trek cocksuckers and these Specialized or whatever, I know it's competitive, but it reminds me of horse people. Dog people could be like this. Like, you know what? But the Specialized people, they seem nice to where they, like, talk to me. So the Specialized seem a little off. What, you don't like giant riders? What is it? So we're going to make new friends. And if you ride a Specialized, we don't give a shit. But if you ride a Trek, we're already going to be like, what is that? Judgmental. So now, I want to talk to you. Maybe they got the same quality, right? Something's going on. All right, so tomorrow, it's going to be a good day. Tomorrow, let's see, what do I have to do? Oh, I get to help someone. I get to help my boss do something, so that's good. I like the people I work with, but my superintendent, they seem so young, you know. All the superintendents that they've always been older. These guys are young. At least the one guy, I know he's older, but he looks young. Oh, look at poor Tiger. You can see him gimping around there over there. Hey, Gimpy. I'm just kidding. Come over here, Gimpy. The poor thing, I feel bad. If it gets worse, I will take him to the doctor. Oh, look, he can run. So right now, it's fucked up, but it looks okay. I'm not a veterinarian, but yeah. And you never know. They had this one thing on YouTube. The guy got like I don't know, a cheaper bicycle. It was a GT. So it was GT, bottom line, I'm guessing around $800. He raced this guy, he got a $3,000, $4,000 bike, whatever, like a smoked, right, on that $500 GT bicycle. Hinder. What does that mean? Baby socks. Baby socks wait till the baby cats eat. She wait till her little friends eat and then she come and eat. You're a weirdo. Baby socks. Oh, that's some good water, huh? We got Hawaiian water today, right? From the island, from the volcano stuff. All right, so my my manager or my consultant or whatever said that my money is all good. So we have some money tomorrow. So I won't have to borrow $20 to get my bike. We're gonna go to fucking Jack in the Box right now. I have $17. That's pretty close. It's enough. Right? Isn't that weird how life works? It's like I need that money. Or something to eat. Not Jack in the Box, but whatever costs $17. Go to Panda Express or something. McDonald's, I don't give a shit. We should just do it for shits and giggles. We'll see how they act. Right? Oh, you need the money more? Okay, you keep it. But I cannot be responsible. So baby socks is eating, yeah. Why not? We have food to eat. I have half a beer. I want my money because I need it. Alright, fuck it. I don't know how much batter we have, but we'll go see if this manager cocksucker is there. No, I'm having a hard time bribing my cats. I don't want your food. I want my money. My cats are fucking hungry. Alright, let's do it. Good night, Rosie. Alright. Oh, and my dumbass wanted to stream it like I have a selfie stick. I want to put the camera in your face. What do you think? Would that be some content? Let's do it. I have 46% battery minus or plus $16.67. Let's find out. Yes. All right. Have a good night, Rosie. So we're gonna try to act civil because I don't like chasing my money around. It's been 4 fucking days. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to end my stream. All right. Let's just. So I don't have another phone. I could show him my. I don't have a bank account. Otherwise, maybe unemployment would help me. I want my unemployment from fucking 3 months ago. damn it. It's only 1 or 2 months of unemployment. Fuck. I have to charge my eyeballs. It's not working. Me, when but I still had to count my till. So, whatever amount of money that I served in drinks at the end of the night, we had to add it up. So, if you're under or over, you don't want to be under because you're going to have to make up for it. So, I'm just curious, did you add your tilt up? Did it come over $16.60? Or maybe you do that to every other customer and maybe it's a lot more money. We're going to find out. Officer, hey fucker, when Jack in the Box took my money to get my food, we said, hey officer, you cocksucker, come over here. I need some help. And the officer, he just kept going. Get the fuck out of here. Last thing I want to do is smash my bottle upside the officer's head. It should be your fucking head. Find out right now. We want to talk to the person who took my money. After an hour going back and forth, he said, oh, okay, no, fuck you, I don't want your food. I want my money. Could just be me, but I worked for it. Yeah, you bet your ass I did. I don't know how hard you work in this shithole. Alright, let's find out. We're at Jack in the Crack.
Hi.
Oh, hello. Well, I was here on the 17th. I'm a little I don't remember what day that was. But I came here and I bought Ultimate Cheeseburger number 6. That's $11.59. And then I got 2 breakfast tacos, which they don't have. The manager, he said it didn't go through the thing. We said, come over here. It said 1667 approved. And so I just want my money back. It's been 4 fucking days. So is there a manager I can talk to? I don't know. No, I want you to talk to the man. I'm looking for the guy who took my money. He's not here. He's the manager, and he said it didn't work, and then I have it on my bank thing. So I want to talk to the manager. It's been 4 days. It charged my bank account. You said get the fuck out of here. You don't have the money. Here he is. Do you remember on the 17th? No, do you remember on the 17th?
No. The charge,
No, it was 1667. I showed you right here. Wait, do you remember 16 approved? No, I'm gonna show you my bank statement. You want to see my bank statement? I did call the police.
Okay.
They said I have to go to my. I don't want to go to my bank. They said either come back here or go to the bank. I'm gonna show you on my thing. Do you want to see my bank statement?
Let me see.
You want to see my bank
Let me see.
statement? Okay. I'm gonna end my stream. So this is the guy. Okay, hold on. We're gonna end it. Give me a minute.
Why are you pulling the picture, man?
No, because I'm gonna get a lawyer if you don't give me my money back. So I'm gonna show you the bank statement.